My name is Jeff Green on the Solar EagleView team, and we're here to answer any questions you might have. Please post them in the chat. First of all, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are out there in the world. Also, feel free to chime in. Just say, hey, I'm in wherever. I'm here in sunny Orlando. It's actually very beautiful this morning. The humidity hasn't kicked in, so yay for that. Just waiting for any questions to pop up. But anytime you're down in Orlando, let me know you're around. Love to hang out, connect. So, let's see. First question. Okay, so can I describe EagleView's comprehensive solar product offering? Sure, I'll try to summarize that as quickly as I can. So a lot of people aren't aware that EagleView, household name in roofing, has been actually in the solar game for about 4 or so years. And essentially what we have is a different suite of offerings. You can do something as simple as a house model with line length measurements at our accuracy level and a CAD file. You can do that with an irradiance map down to every 6 inches on the roof. We even have a 3D design solar tool called True Design. And with that, you can go into a 3D environment with that same irradiance map down to every 6 inches on the roof, full TSRF valuations, and you can move modules about and everything. And we even have a new data as a service product that's called Solar Ready, and that does require a little dev work, but with that product, you can even use it for canvassing and call centers to DQ the solar propensity for a house or qualify or disqualify. And it's really that simple. But outside of that, basically, EagleView, we fly planes, we take pictures, we pull high-res measurements, and we give you all that data. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Oh, can I talk a little bit more about True Design? Certainly, my pleasure. So True Design is essentially our product called Inform Advanced that has been put into a 3D environment. It's a full iframe. You can actually host it inside of your own proposal tool if you built one. And with that, you can have a sales version and or upgraded to a design version, where the sales version, you can have enough information to sell an installable solar design that will produce and a roof. Once it's sold, you can upgrade that to design for planning. And with that, you can actually get a full CAD file with 3D CAD, as well as each roof facet broken out. And that will contain your setbacks, your obstructions, your modules, your radiance map, as existed at the moment of export in that CAD file. There's also some other pretty sweet data in there, big JSON file, our Essentials Plus with the line length data. So everything you need to do a re-roof, as well as what you need to kick off your engineering plan sets with that initial CAD file. All right, next question. How can you purchase said products? It's really hard, so stay with me here. If you go to my.eagleview.com and create an account, you can place an order. If you are going to order True Design, please reach out and let us know. We need to make sure we have a few settings, extra settings set up in the back end and work with you on that setup. It's very easy. There's actually a whole support channel on the EagleView product support where it's called True Design. You can go there. It'll walk you through the settings in one of those short videos. And through that, you can make sure that your side of the settings are set up, but we still need to make sure the access is there. And we want to be sure that we work with you to get your roles and permissions correct for you and your team. You might have a large team whereby you want certain people to have certain access and other people to have more restricted access. We want to make sure we get that set up for you correctly. But just let us know, hey, I'm doing solar. When you create your login, and bada bing, you'll have access. If you already have an EagleView account and you want to add the solar offerings, please reach out to your rep and we'll get that set up for you as well. All right, we have another question coming in here. Can I speak to the quality consistency of the solar assessment and measurements provided by EagleView Solar? I'd be happy to do so. It's actually one of the reasons I was poachable. So I was with a solar contractor for 5 years when EagleView recruited me. I was an EagleView customer. And it was the measurement data and the radiance data that actually piqued my interest when they came to me about a job. And the thing you need to understand is that roofers don't measure roofs. I know it's crazy. For anyone in solar, we hear you don't measure a roof, but roofers don't measure roofs. They just pull an EagleView. because our measurements are that accurate. On average, on a residential rooftop, our line length accuracy is sub 1 inch. 5 decimal places is in our CAD file. Hopefully that's installable for you. I know I sent out a lot of people to measure roofs, and oftentimes they'd come back with measurements that didn't square up in geometry and or just full out missing measurements. They'd measure one rake and forget a ridge or a whatever over there on a dormer. And like, hey, I need that information. Or miss an obstruction. Those are also crazy important. Or get maybe one line length for where an obstruction is, but forget where the other area is. But with our data, it's all right there. It's all in True Design. It's all in the CAD file, whether you get Inform Advanced, Essentials Plus, or True Design. All right. Fifth question. Does EagleView offer any products that can be used in sales, canvassing, lead generation? So top of funnel stuff. Absolutely. So that's Solar Ready. And that's the product I alluded to earlier. It's data as a service, requires your system to be able to ingest the data. So JSON file and a couple of image files. Essentially, what that does is it allows you to check in 90 seconds the solar propensity of that house. Now, what does that mean, solar propensity? Your module dimensions, your parameters. So let's say that your company sells in an area where a 5K is a decent sized system. Or let's say you sell here in Florida where a 10K is a decent sized system. Well, those differences matter, right? Meaning that you in that one region that sells a 5 or you that sells in that 10 might call that a green. But let's talk about a yellow. What's a red? Like, you don't want to bother with a red. Now, you can use it for the canvassing side. You can use it for the call center side. Call center is easy. If you have an outbound call team, you can run all these addresses through Solar Ready, and in 90 seconds per address, or 2,000 for an hour overnight if you want to run them, you can know which ones are green and which ones are red and in between before the team even gets in to start making outbound calls in the morning. That means you can focus your attention on the ones that are going to have the most impact. And you can put the others off. If they have time later, sure, call the yellows. And if they really have time later, call the reds. Maybe the tree got cut down. Maybe it didn't. But in that 90 seconds, we're doing a full TSRF evaluation every 6 inches on the roof for every hour of daylight throughout the entire year. And we're even accounting for obstructions. So if the modules fit, they fit. If they don't fit, they don't fit. Both of those things really matter when it comes down to how much solar can fit on a roof and how viable it is for solar. Oh, geez, there's a sixth question here. Awesome. And a lot of solar contractors experiencing a down year. How can EagleView Solar Product Suite help improve profitability? Well, that's easy. Every time you have to go to a house, it costs you money. Why? Gas isn't free. The labor it takes to get out to a site, it isn't free. With our measurement data and our irradiance data, you can wait until the day of install to do your measurements. With Solar Ready, you can avoid spending time and money and labor on solar designs and solar proposals that aren't going to go anywhere. You can filter them out at the top of the funnel and forget about them. So whether you're talking top of funnel or late stage, down in the engineering world where you need high-res measurement data, we can help you clean up your process and streamline it so you're not spending money needlessly. All right, do we have any other questions? Hope I've covered those at least. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn, so connect with me on LinkedIn if you have any further questions. We'll be doing more of these live, so you're welcome to join in and ask more questions. And let's see, that is all the questions from, all right, there we go. So feel free to reach out to me. And if you're going to be at FRSA here in Orlando at the Gaylord this week, come find me. I'll be at the EagleView booth most of the time with Tom Drang. Just good times at EagleView. So take care all. Love you. Bye.